general election and all, how do you feel about it even coming up? Do you think it's too soon? Do you think it's the right time for PLP? And what are you looking for moving forward for people here?
I think everything in its time. So if this is the time, Maya, then that's what it is. And what I'm hoping for as we move forward is that we know we're still in the thrust of a pandemic. So our main focus right now is really we have to keep our people safe. And at the same time, we're balancing our economy.
So the first thing for me is dealing with young people, right? So one of the things that got me involved with politics is the fact that a lot of the people that I had been coaching through the years were making decisions not to come back to Bermuda. They felt that Bermuda didn't have opportunity, that Bermuda didn't have any place for them. So I wanted to get involved to see if I could make changes that made young people say, you know what, I want to go home after I've gone away and gotten a degree.
Honesty, I think, is going to stand out as a reflection of what the Free Democratic Movement is. Honesty. Might not sound like a lot, but I think if the good people of this country reflect on whether or not politics as a whole has been honest, then they would say that it hasn't. But yet everyone who is walking in here is seeking to have a title before the name called honorable. That has to be squared up, doesn't it? So if you want a title of honorable, you should start conducting yourself and behave honorable with honesty.
Talking to our students at a younger age, telling them what's available, what these jobs are, what it looks like, what it means to work in IB, because that's what has actually been driving our economy. Most of the people that have been able to continue to work during the pandemic are the ones that are in IB. They're working from home. They're still getting the same salary that they normally do. So we should be trying to push our young people to go into those industries. And if that is not the angle for them, then we have to make sure that we're training them to do the other jobs that are going to support IB. You know.
Yeah, that was my next question. Like, not everyone's going to want to.
And that's exactly.
You're a teacher right now. With everything that's going on, the situation, how it's being handled, how you feel?
So as the chairman of Cedar Bridge, I can say that Cedar Bridge, we have made sure that we have maintained the guidelines that the health department has put in place for us. We now have hand sanitizer in every classroom, or at the door of every classroom. We have running water so people can wash their hands within the classrooms as well. And we have the temperature checks at the door. So we put in every stipulation that they have access to do. So as a former teacher, I feel confident that the teachers feel safe as they enter the school year.
Okay. Now, one thing I actually thought about this morning, because as you know, I was a student at Cedar Bridge.
Sure.
Now, what happens when all these 16, 17, sometimes 18-year-olds come with their bike in the morning and the parking situation? You know, it gets pretty crowded. And at the end of the day, all of us get into our bikes at once.
So here's what I can say. I can say that we have opened up another parking lot at Cedar Bridge as well.
Me personally, I think that we have to do a really good job within Bermuda is collect the data. It is a situation that if you know that these are the fields that are available, and it's across the board, right? You might want to be a mechanic. Well, what kind of mechanic is the one that's going to be employed 10 years from now?